I have the aluminum here. I'm going to tear off a small chunk to minimize the reaction. Maybe another one. So I got the bowl of water and my sodium hydroxide. Now I'm just going to open it. Hydroxide is actually safe. See? However, that's not how I plan to add some sodium hydroxide. I'm just gonna add a few chunks like this, and it's gonna get super hot and it might splash, so I'm just gonna maintain my distance. I just gave it a little agitation to stir it in, just a little. Not the best lab techniques, but I forgot to bring the spoon. Okay, it's stirred. Now it's going to have to wait a while to become a bit clear. So the sodium hydroxide will dissolve into the water and disassociate, making a Na plus ion and an OH ion. And the OH minus ion is what gives the solution its basic pH. Now here are my pieces of aluminum, and I am going to drop them into the solution. That was a horrible fail. Okay. Now you're going to see some bubbling soon. Okay, got another piece of aluminum. Maybe this will give a better reaction. Guess not. Okay, I'm going to ramp up the molarity a bit by adding more sodium hydroxide and gently stirring. Looks about fine. The solution will actually start to heat up a bit. Now I'm going to put back the foil. Oh, come on. I'm trying to avoid touching it. And in you go. Trying to find a bit of the bubbles. Ah, there are the bubbles. You can actually see the bubbles coming off the aluminum as it's reacting with the sodium hydroxide. I'm going to leave it out for a while. Here's how the reaction goes. The NaOH disassociates and the OH ions by first removing the oxide layer, then reacts with the aluminum and the water next to it. The two hydrogens from each two water molecules remove themselves and combine to form hydrogen gas, while the remaining hydroxide ions, the two hydroxide ions, plus the hydroxide ion from the NaOH react with the aluminum, forming aluminum hydroxide, and the H2 bubbles off as hydrogen gas. We're going to see how far the reaction is progressing. Okay, there are some bubbles, but it's going to take forever. You know what? Thanks for watching. I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to neutralize this with some acetic acid. And before anyone asks, I am not doing a titration. I just want to dispose of the solution. I'm going to mix a bit. On the bright side, we have sodium acetate, except without the bubbles, as I'm not using baking soda but just some acetic acid. And I'm just going to stir to neutralize. I'll let it set, and I think we're done.